Hey, it's Matthew David. Real quick, we're going to talk about how to manifest love. Okay, so manifesting love is about the equivalent of a fish in the water saying that it wants to manifest water. Now, the irony is this: you are created in love, you are sustained by love, you are eternally in the presence of love, and yet we look around saying, where's the love? Okay, well, I'm going to get practical, and I'm also going to get a little metaphysical. And I'm going to try to make this brief so that at the end of it, you'll know exactly what to do. Here is a little piece of information that you should know. The culture code, if you live in the United States, the culture code for love is false expectation. That's according to Clotaire Rapai, who is a very brilliant man who cracks the culture codes for many Fortune 500 companies. And let's just put it this way: false expectation equals love. So what does that mean? Well, it means that whenever we go into something with a false expectation, somebody sets up some sort of unreal situation, we can tend to fall into that realm of love. Now, what does it have to do with? Why does that happen? Well, because of the natural tendency of seduction. This is, by the way, another key I want to give you. If you want to learn anything, you would study it, right? Well, if you want to learn what you're dealing with on the human level, on the physical level, is you're dealing with the push-pull tendencies of seduction. And if you don't understand the game, then you want to get educated so you can really play the game. Because what happens, from my own perspective, and I've been around the planet for 42 years now, I think that how do I say this nicely? The game is set up so that you tend to fall in love. They call it falling in love for a reason, because in reality, you're coming under a spell. You're coming into a spell. And in the Bible, we would call that the Delilah spell. And that is when Samson lost his power because Delilah had this, you know, this mystique and this allure about her that he fell for, and he became weak and he gave away his power to her. And then, you know what happened after that. Things didn't go so well for Samson. Well, look at what happens for most people who end up falling and putting a false idol in front of their creator, and essentially that false idol gets removed, and a lot of clenching of the fists and gnashing of teeth happens, and all sorts of bad words are spoken and emotions are flying left and right. Well, you're dealing on two different levels here. The first level you're coming from is the level of the human mind, and that is the level of the push-pull tendency. That is the level where you want to incorporate your rules of the game, your seduction, your strategy. All of these things are valuable when you're playing on that level. Now, you also want to, I recommend, by the way, this is the translation, the Apocrypha in the Bible. So I recommend you get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. So if you really want to build a harmonious relationship that can last you for the rest of your life, you have to realize that that relationship is between you and you. That relationship is about you and nobody else. Leave them out of the equation. See, whenever you give your power away to that Delilah spell, you are falling, but where you're going to fall is usually not where you're going to want to end up. What you would like instead, I would imagine, is to feel the sense of peace, the sense of certainty, the sense of knowing that love is the eternal component of your life, and it shows up through other people. It shows up from within yourself. And how you do that is you learn to come from love everywhere you go. Come from love. Even if you're going to play the game, even if you're going to use seduction, come from love. Do it with love. Do everything in your life with love as your modus operandi, from the outpouring of your heart. And that puts you in alignment with the creative impulse of the universe. The Creator created you for love. And so when you look at your life and you say, well, I don't know what happened, everything went south. Well, here's what happened. Every time there's loss, there was dishonor. Now, the commandments in the Bible are very simple. Love one another as you would have them love you. Doesn't mean they're going to love you the same. It means you should love them as you would have them love you, because that's the seed you're sowing. That's the seed you're planting. Practical tips: take care of yourself. Honor yourself, because when you do that, then you have value to give. See, if you keep giving, you'll give out. You have to honor yourself. You have to put yourself first enough to create something that is attractive to another individual. And these are practical tips. Now, what else can you do in conjunction with that? You can use mantras like Dr. Palai's Clean. Very powerful. 108 times a day. Clean, clean, clean. That's Dr. Palai's technology that he brought to the world. I recommend maybe incorporating that into your strategy, so you can work on all levels. You can work on the level of the mind and come into it with seduction and know the game. And you can use, wisdom and do it with love. You can do it with absolute love and come from love, knowing that you are planting the seed of love. And you can set up the vibration with the Clean, and you can surround yourself with an aura of high self-esteem by pursuing the fastest path to your joy, pursuing your goals in life, and making it not about the other person, not setting up a false idol, but letting that other person come into your realm, because you have so much joy to give, because you're so good at creating joy for yourself that you have a lot to give. And that will set you up to become an irresistible magnet, because it produces unfailing, unstoppable confidence. And at the end of the day, we're all looking for that thing, someone, something to be confident in, and it's magnetic. Take care. God bless.